See, if we're going to reach people who have never been to church, have never really understood what it means to be a Christian, then the kind of people we're going to reach, they're not going to understand very easily how they should live life as Jesus intended. They're not going to live lives that easily display the transformation that's taking place. They might struggle a whole lot with sin. The challenge often is that people that come to faith from that background do struggle with sin, but they slowly just become absorbed into church and maybe never even really deal with those sins that they've got. See, if we're going to help people to live lives that are being changed, transformed daily, weekly, monthly, yearly by Jesus, then actually we need to give them more help and support than just saying, come along to church and here's a Bible and here's a church service to come to. We need people really to be in groups where they can, as it says in the letter of James, confess their sins to one another and pray for one another. So they can be healed, is what James says. What I think he means is healed in the fullest sense of the word, be made whole, become the people that Jesus wants them to become. So if we are going to help people who come to faith in Jesus, not just to come to faith, but if we're going to help those that we lead to Christ, to then lead others to Christ, which is essential to see this expansion, then we've got to be able to give them more than just get on and do it. We've got to be able to help them. And a couple of words that I think hopefully we've been learning as we've been going through this process ourselves over these last weeks. One word is we need to hold people accountable. I think if you look at a person coming to faith in Jesus who's never really known how to live the Christian life and expect them just to overcome their sin, it's not going to happen. We need to be in groups and put people into small groups where we can actually say to them, how are you getting on? How's it going? How are you doing? How are you handling those things that you used to struggle with before you came to know Jesus? And what are you doing to overcome them? And how can I help you do it? And I guess that's where the second word comes in, which is support. We need to support people. We can't just assume that a person that comes to faith in Jesus will know how to handle the sin that was in their life. What they probably do is hide it, but we need to help them to face it, deal with it, and move on through. See, if the church today is going to really reach the world, which is outside of its walls, if we're going to expand the kingdom beyond where it currently is, then we need more and more people coming to faith. But as they come to faith, we need to release them and equip them and help them to share their people with more people. And as they come to faith, for the thing to grow and to grow and to grow. That's what it means to expand the kingdom. But to do that, those people that have faith, which is us, we need to learn how to share faith and present the gospel in such a way that people become followers of Jesus. Part of that is then helping them, once they've come to faith, to be able to lead somebody to faith themselves. And once they've done that, they need to be able to lead someone to faith and then help them to lead someone to faith, and the thing grows and grows and goes and goes. We need, in these days, to expand the kingdom of God. We need to see God do things in ways that perhaps none of us has experienced it before. It may seem challenging, but it could be a great adventure.